Hey guys, it's Robin, RsIslandCrafts. Welcome to my craft room. This is my Whip It Wednesday video where I show you what I've been working on in the craft room each week, even if it's just been for a few minutes or it's been my main project. You guys have seen these a lot lately. I'm sure you're tired of seeing them, but I did finish them off. All the hand binding is done, and they're going to be ready to go out in the mail as soon as I go up to the store and buy some envelopes. I think we've all voted that the one with the straight line matchstick type quilting on it has been everyone's favorite so far. But I like them all. I pulled out an old project you haven't seen in a while. I did a little bit, probably about 4 rows on a dishcloth. This is great to grab for just a few minutes while Rob's having breakfast or dinner or something. So I could sit and chat with him and have this in my hands because I can actually knit on a dishcloth without looking, which was something I never thought I'd be able to do. So I was kind of excited when I could actually do that. And with a dishcloth, it doesn't matter if your gauge changes a little because once it gets wet, being cotton, it kind of does what it's going to do anyway. So if it's a little bit loose or a little bit tight, it won't matter. And it's been in this same bag that I've been using for dishcloths for years and years and years. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I realized I've been doing Talk to Me Tuesday videos for 2 years. I didn't even think I'd hit a year yet, and I hit 2 years. So that's crazy. I put a little bit of work on Robbie's sock. I did move a stitch marker for it because last time I was down by the toes. So this is the front of the sock where I mark how many rows. This is where the toe ended. So I did just put about 3 rows on his sock, but the 3 rows count. If I could put 3 rows on every day, then I'd have a better chance of getting them finished. But this isn't something that I pick up regularly. I've decided to try to concentrate on just specific projects this week and just supplement a little bit here and there with the other ones. This is one of the ones, let's see, did I actually work on it this week? Yep, I got a couple rows done on this scarf. I got a couple rows done on this shawl. No, wait, hold on. I got a couple rows done on the newsprint cowl. There we go. So let me go ahead and move my stitch marker here. This is another project that's good for just going round and round in circles. But as I said, I wanted to concentrate this week and spend most of my time on one project because you can't get your projects done unless you spend a lot of time on one specific project. And then depending on what you need during your time, if you're going to appointments or something, then you work on a separate project that works better for that time span. Like you may not take a blanket that you're crocheting or knitting when you're going to a doctor's office. If it's a king-size blanket that's halfway done and you have to carry a big old tote bag and stuff like that, that's just too much. So certain projects stay home if you have to really pay attention to the pattern and stuff like that. So my main project that I was working on is the Pioneer gloves. So I got a decent amount done. Remember, I'm doing them both at the same time. So once these are finished, I want to say it kind of takes me twice as long, or maybe 2 and a little bit times longer. It does take me longer to do 2 on the same needles at the same time, but I wanted to make sure that something like this you want to be, if it was for me, I'd make them separately because I don't care if one of them is just a little bit longer than the other one. But if I'm making them from someone else, I want to make sure that they're all going to be the same length and they're going to fit nicely because you're going to notice it. So let's once again move my stitch marker up ahead here. I think I was telling you last week that I was struggling a little bit with reading a chart. Not that reading the chart was hard, but I was having a hard time visualizing how this part here was going to work out, the way it went diagonally off as it's starting to make your gusset for your thumb before you actually get to your thumb. But then I figured it out. So I got to the end of the chart, which is only a small chart. It's only like 10 or 15 rows, right? I get to the end of the chart and I'm all excited. I'm like, I'm done with the chart. I'm done with the chart. So I go down to the directions and I see, okay, what can I do next? Am I just going to be working on this part here? So that's all going to be the ribbing like this. So that's going to be really easy, right? I get there and it says, repeat the chart 3 times. And I was like, oh, okay. It's going a lot quicker now that I know how this works, and I've added in some extra stitch markers to help keep myself organized, and I can see how everything is going to work out, so I know where to put my knits and purls. So it's going much faster now. I think I have 1.5 more times of the chart to repeat, and then I will be down to just a regular part, finishing off the palm and going into the fingers a little. Let's leave something out here for us to stare at instead of just the little fingers while I chat for a second. The other thing that I've been working on is I've been packing up orders from the shop because you guys are awesome. I made my Talk to Me Tuesday video yesterday, and I also did my Friday video at the same time, which might have been a little bit of a mistake, but you'll see on Friday I did get quite a bit emotional during it because you guys are awesome. And before I get emotional again, I'm just going to say thank you, and I love this community. I didn't expect to build a community. Too late, got emotional. That's it. I'm going to go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.